All right, something tells me I didn't have this phone on record. And I've done that before. I set up the camera and I haven't hit record. What I just did was I just opened up this package. Just opened it up. And I pulled out this package. Let me see, let me put it back together. I pulled out this package. It's a windsock. It's a fuzzy windsock for the microphone that I bought for this camera, and I'll link the video of this microphone at the end of this video, so you can see the original unboxing of that microphone and the testing of that microphone too. And during that testing, the do I have it here? Yes, I do. This little spongy foam thing, windsock that came with the microphone does not work in windy conditions. I thought it did. I watched another video of another gentleman, but and it seemed to cut down on the wind noise, the background wind noise and everything, but it didn't. So what I did was I ended up purchasing this. Rip, make believe I just did that. And it's this little fuzzy cover for the microphone. So hopefully this will cut down on the wind. And I'm planning on going to a folk festival today. Not to listen to folk music, because I'm not really a folk music kind of guy. But they have a bunch of vendor booths down there. It's an event that happens every year here in the downtown New Bedford area in Massachusetts. And I try to go on an annual basis to go down there. Even if I'm not picking anything up, I like to window shop and see what's out there and everything. And then maybe go online and see if I can find something like it, or maybe grab their business card and buy something on from them later on. Because usually when something like this happens, I don't know about you out there, but usually when a big event happens, I have no money to spend. I happen to have a little bit of money to spend today, so I'm bringing some down with me. And I'm going to meet a friend downtown. And so I figured I'd do maybe a little bit of filming downtown. I don't know how it's going to turn out or how much content I'll have for this video. But here's the windsock. I'm going to put it on my microphone. I'm going to use my camera outside. It is a little bit breezy now and then today. So if a breeze hits and I feel it, I'll let you know. You might see my beard move too. So we're going to be downtown. It's near the waterfront. So hopefully we'll get some nice breezy weather down there. And we'll be able to really test out this sock. If it doesn't work, I'm going to go to the beach. And or the park across the street from the beach, and I'm going to test it there. Not today, but on another day, if today is not windy enough. So I'm going to attach this sock and go downtown and hang out there for a little while, and I'll be back in a minute. I don't know if you can see the flags. It's windy right now. I don't know if you can see my beard. So if we're not getting any wind noise on here, then this windsock is working very well, because it's nice and breezy here on this corner. All right, that was a slight wind test. I'll be right back. Okay, well, it's partly cloudy out. And it's breezy, so this will be a fun test. People are going to probably be looking at me because I'm walking around with my phone on a tripod in my hand, but hopefully I won't attract too much attention. Woo! You know, that sun is hot when you get out in it. It's probably in the low 80s right now, or something like that. But I'm waiting for the bus, and it should be here any minute. I saw one down the street. It's circling in the marketplace, and it should be back up here any minute. So I'll catch you in a minute. Waiting for the bus. Waiting for the bus. Well, I thought the bus was going to be here. It's taking a little bit longer than expected. I'm standing out here in the sun and I can feel the sweat dripping down my sides. The sides of my body. It'll be here soon. Okay, here are my plans. Hopefully, God willing, it all works out. Oh, here comes the bus now. I'm going to keep it on selfie because I don't know who's on the bus and whether or not they even want to be on screen. So I'm just going to keep it on selfie and just not let the bus driver know I'm recording because I don't know. Now they got cameras on the bus, it shouldn't be an issue. Here we go. How's it going?
Not bad, yourself?
Not bad.
Good, good. I always remember that drive. Here we are, going down the worst road. The double decker filled with people. There's a car that can't even stay on the road.
Alright. I'll get back to you when I get down there. Okay, I'm here at the bus terminal. Just got off the bus. And I'm going to walk on downtown here and see if I can find some booths. What time is it? It's 10:30, so it's not really time for the booths to open up yet. I might just go up the street and see if there's a good spot. As you can see, it's windy. See from my beard? It's windy, so hopefully this mic sock is working well. In fact, I'm tilting my phone so that it does pick up the wind better. So I think what I'll do is just walk up the street and see if there's a good spot on the parade route. The parade kicks off at Buttonwood Park at 11 o'clock. It's almost 10:30 now, so that gives me a little bit of time to find a good spot up the road on Union Street and see if I can find a comfy little nook for myself to sit there, and I'll film a little bit of the parade and we'll see what's up. Yay. There, I'm taking a selfie of myself in front of a tourist attraction here. A dead whale or a stove boat? That's in front of the New Bedford Public Library, which you see here. And here's Lewis Temple. You might not know who Lewis Temple is, but he's the guy who invented the a better harpoon, the toggle, the iron toggle harpoon, where the harpoon goes into the whale, and then when you pull on the harpoon, the tip itself kind of angles and gets stuck in the whale itself. And so he helped automate the whaling industry in his own right. This city, the city of New Bedford, Massachusetts, is a very historic city, but I won't get into that because that's not what this is about. This is about me going to the folk festival and seeing what there is to buy and to eat. Well, looks like there's going to be a lot of seating here. Looks like there's going to be plenty of seating here. I'm assuming it's coming down the street because there are people here. So I'm going to go on the shady side of the street because that's a smart thing to do. And there's a place I can sit down. so that's even better. All right, I'm sitting here. There's a half hour to the parade, so it's sit and wait. Okay, well, I just had a sobering thought. Although the parade kicks off at 11 o'clock up at Buttonwood Park, it's going to take them at least a half hour, maybe 45 minutes, something like that, to get downtown, to get where I am. So here I am thinking I'm sitting here for half an hour waiting for the parade to start, when actually it's probably not going to be by here for like an hour. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Parade is starting up at the park. Let's count down and see how long it takes to get to me. Well, it's been about 25 minutes. The parade started about 25 minutes ago. I can hear sirens up the street, so I think it's getting close. It just hasn't reached the downtown area yet. Almost. It's almost here. And that ends the parade. It was just one bike. No, I'm just joking. It's coming. A pretty little princess there. Thank you, buddy. You notice it's the percussion that keeps everything together. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, I'm not a drummer or anything, but while everybody's giving their lungs a rest, percussion keeps working. Bobcat Youth Marines. There's our next generation of soldiers there. God bless them. God bless them. They're nothing but a bunch of clowns. How you doing? Clowning for Kids Foundation. Well, I didn't know who they were until they passed by because it says New Bedford Firefighters on the back of their shirts instead of the front. I would have applauded them, but I didn't know who the heck they were. And here is the newest acquisition, up to date, modern fire engine, manned by about 10 people. It has all the bells. I don't know if it has the whistles, but I hear the bell. United House of Prayer for All People. And I think I see somebody I know, so I'm probably going to cross in front of the camera and give her a hug if she's on this side of the street. She said hi, but I think she's in her official capacity, so I don't think I'm going to get a hug. There she is. There she goes. There she goes. All right, I'm looking for handcrafted stuff. I'm looking for handcrafted stuff like soaps, beard bombs, blah, 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 stuff like that. And this is not the street for it. So I'm going to head down the next street because I think there are some vendors on the next street as well. We'll see what happens. I want to show you something. Okay, I'm still on the search for beard balm, essential oils, candles, something. There's a lot of vendors here. Let's see. I can smell something. Whoops. I can smell something that smells like essential oils or something, but I don't know where that's coming from. Handmade, all natural body care. Okay, I found it. Okay. How you doing? I'm not filming you, don't worry. Okay. I smelled this down there and I'm like, I'm close. I don't know exactly where it is, but I'll find it. This is what I was looking for here. Can you point me to the soaps that have essential oils in them instead of, they're all essential oils?
Yep,
awesome.
That one's unscented.
Okay.
And that one. Those two.
The Edinburgh? Okay.
Yep.
How much are you selling the bars for?
$6.
$1?
Six.
Oh, I thought you said $1. I was going to say, wait, something's not right here.
All natural. I wish I could sell them for that, but no.
There's quite a selection here. So I'm going to take a sample. I'll be back. All right. Oh, my face is red. Okay. Embarrassing situation. I was just talking to a vendor who I just got a bar of soap from, and she had a soap that had an ingredient of Japanese green tea, and I was explaining to her how I had purchased a soap, a handmade bar of soap from a vendor, and this was like last year, from a vendor who it was my very first handmade bar of soap, and I brought it home. I used it the first time, everything was fine. I used it the second time, it seemed kind of scratchy. I used it the third time, and I'm like, yow, it feels like I've got needles on my skin. And what ended up happening was the soap actually had the stems of the green tea in it, and they stuck out of the soap like razor blades. So, like needles. So I ended up emailing the vendor and letting her know that what my issues were with it, and I offered a couple of solutions, like maybe brewing the tea and putting it in the lye water and making the soap that way instead of putting the actual leaves in, or put it through like a coffee grinder or something and really grind it up into a fine powder. Well, I ended up finding a soap maker today, and here I am explaining the situation because she was offering a soap with Japanese green tea in it, and I explained to her what happened, and I told her that it was my very first bar of soap, and then I swore off green tea, Japanese green tea soap for the rest of my life. And she's like, well, she was telling me how she hasn't had a problem with her product that she makes. So I opted to buy a different bar of soap. And when I picked up her business card, I realized that the vendor I was talking to her about was actually her. I told her, oh, it's you. I'm like, good thing I didn't say anything bad about you. But I reminded her that I had emailed her with a couple of solutions, and that she offered me a bar of soap. So you can come over if you want. You didn't hear me. You can come over.
What?
I said you can come over and say hi if you want.
Hello.
I'll pause this. Well, I don't remember exactly where I was in my conversation because somebody I knew came by and I wanted to talk to him, and I knew he probably would not want to be on camera, so I shut it off. But I guess I was saying that the funny part is that the soap that woman that I was speaking to, she was the one who had sold me that soap that I had a complaint about. So she ended up giving me a free bar of soap. So I think there's calendula in it, and there's calendula flower petals in it. She told me it wouldn't act as an exfoliant, and that it should be soft, and that she's never had an issue with it, and nobody's ever complained about it. So I'm going to use it for a few days and see how it works out, and I'll let you know about that, either in this video or maybe a follow-up video. But I guess that's it for now. I was going to get something to eat here, but then I realized it would be really expensive. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the next bus out, go to the market basket, grab myself something to eat, and good thing I brought my backpack, and bring it home and relax and have something to eat because I'm either getting sunburned or it's just the heat that's making me turn red. But I guess that's about it. There's music down here, but I'm not interested in the folk music that they're playing, so I'm not going to go over there for the music. There's a lot of vendors here, but they're selling stuff that I'm really not interested in. Jewelry, clothing, ceramic ware, things like that. I mean, there's a lot of different vendors, but not really. There's really nothing here I'm really going to spend my money on. So, because nothing interests me. So, there was the windsock, which I hope worked well. It's windy right now. There's a windsock that I hope worked well. Then there was the parade. I'll try to edit that so that it doesn't make this video too long. Keep in the good bits. And then there was the vendor that I went to, and the little story that I told you, and then I guess that's it for now. Thank you for sticking with me and for watching this video, and see you on the upside. Later.
You know, Purchase Street is that way?
Yes, Purchase Street's up there. All right, you can tell it's really windy here. This is a perfect place for the windsock test. Woo! You know, when the wind blows my beard around, it's like I'm getting a face massage. Wow. Okay, so that was like wind test number 2 or wind test number 3. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I play this back how much I edit it out. Later. Well, I'm almost done editing the video, except for this last bit right here, and I've got it to 29 and a half minutes. I don't know how to make it any shorter than that. So if you've hung on till the very end of this video, mwah, thank you. I literally do not know how to make this any shorter than what it is without just stripping everything out of the video, and I don't want to do that. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider subscribing to this channel, and if you do, please ring the notification bell so that every time I post a video, you'll be notified. Thank you. God bless. Later.